hired
I
us.
don't really mind it.
million.
All right, roll call. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic that is for all.
Good evening, everybody.
Commissioner Bozak?
I am here.
Here.
Commissioner McHarg?
Here. Minutes from August.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Commissioner McHarg?
Yes. Clay, anything for us today? Did you get a haircut?
Last week.
I always see you once a month. Yeah. All right. Tina, anything to report?
No report, just tonight in attendance, we have Rafi Wilkerson with the National Park B items, as well as Matt Kaiser with Autumn Marsh to do the same related to Phase 1B.
All right. Jocelyn, you have some good stuff for us today?
A couple of things that were on Monday. We recognized perfect iRead scores in 2025, so they're now fourth graders. Regional champs, our girls softball were sectional champs. We had Kennedy Brad, meter dash, and track was Nolan Johnson placed second in the fifth in the Wisniewski, Nathan Vaughn, and Lewis Raffin. They were all recognized on
Thanks. All right. Thank you. All right. The first parents and receive table this discussion until some issue. A bit about that.
So, we went out to 3 different firms. 2 of them were able to fix for the market green. RV Sutton out of Chesterton for excavation out of Valparaiso at 66. So we are recommending 1,000.
Okay. All right, Commissioners. What we want to do here with this invoice, it would be my recommendation that the RDC pay for the repair of residents, get everything, and then we're delayed even longer, while we continue the discussion, on reimbursement for that project. It's already been.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I second the quote for Sutton. I second that.
Does anybody have any?
To the state though, that we're going to further evaluate, which I understand to get the residents looked at this and said, this is what needs to be done to correct this. But from held accountable for this money down the road, that somehow where this problem was at was not really worked on the path. There were changes made along the path or along the way that the work was completed, and that's what we don't go into detail to part of this motion.
That's what she said,
But it's not in the motion.
We're gonna pay for it. Get
Part of the motion.
to pay the quote, pay Sutton to do the, I guess in return, we will receive the money by,
Well, that's why I brought it up.
like, we're gonna
We're advanced.
seek repayment on,
No, I
still gonna get our money.
understand that. I just want it to be in black and white. That's all.
okay.
As long as it. So no, I
It's all yours.
I think that. Oh, you're just going to go by the.
Does it have a motion?
Commissioner Ensland?
Yeah, I was just saying, I think it's clear from the discussion, and I'll be happy to work with engineer and other professionals, design and or build of this project, and we'll seek reimbursement.
Thank you.
Phase 1B, the NPS partner and design, long document. Maybe Rafi.
So towns in years past, I don't know, just a couple months, have both the town of, the purpose of this, it's one of those things that the purpose is easy, but the devil's in the past has been burned. Is maybe it was left with a half-finished project. And so that it helps to hold something happens, the unlikely event or entities that might be building. But that's the purpose of it, is building this for this and many other steps that I have been, actually putting through extra hoops.
You have reviewed the contract and you don't see any issues with it?
And I was just pulling up the email in response.
I believe there was still some question back and forth on some.
Yeah, and just, there's a lot of requirements placed on the town with, sure if you all have, if you want to do that. The authority, Article 4, the responsibility, what's 2, we have the confirmation of various items, so it's not like we enter into contracts and cause arbitration we have, there can't be any arbitration clauses in those. No kinds of prove them. We have to continue to submit documents to National Park Service during the course of the project. We have to make sure the contractors we use are properly bonded. It has to be the parties, section 12, very specific language that the contractor has to agree completion of the, and then just, at town council level or some additional insured before any work with National Park Service. Those are the contract. Some of these things, I would think, are going to drive up cost for third-party contract. XYZ might either cause them to not bid on the project or because of these additional hoops and hurdles that we are facing.
100%. So when make comments to it, those that are, you have some flexibility with it, if there are any,
Line it a little bit more than what you.
knowing questions about some of those things. I'm not sure how it's actually executed at the park level and be extremely responsive to.
And just, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I mean, this is an agreement between the United Harbor, so while I appreciate here, not sure how these items, so if, you can, the flexibility governments in,
The decision maker for me so far has been at our regional office. Obviously we generated this document at a regional level. So, and she specifically, her whole job in life is our agreements. Whenever the commission and
Yeah. Underline are almost to submit before we negotiate or anything else. Look, we've been 2009, all right, and the National Park Service. I'm starting to feel real old, and we're not done yet, all right, and I don't want to see, we got bats, we got, you name it, we got it. Our allies, dynamite under our bridge, yeah. I mean, or don't you want it, because we're punching around as a little town of less than 2,000 people, this thing done to our tax. We get grants from people walking by it, and
I spent the last 6 years of my life, for the last 6 years, successful. I'm not here to sugarcoat this. I did not know this existed. On me that has not been there before, and so all I can happen, because it is my goal to be able to ride from Broadway. So I know she's been responsive, and again, the devil's in the details, right? It could be very reasonable, and it also could be very, not reasonable. So the thoughts with the agreements person and try to hopefully find some sanity in this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Agreement was Marsh as our, so that to the best sure we understand terms and what we need to build us. So goal here is to complete the trail and to the best of our ability with these requirements. We have a $5 million grant covering a substantial portion of the trail construction that we are also your consideration of can refine that.
I'll send you a copy of the forms, which are recognized throughout the nation. A lot of the things that you brought up are referred, whatever agreement you guys sign. Your point, we do want to make sure that they're not go after. There will be only one contracts. And my guess is that that's. Yes, I'll send you that in the morning, so you have it, and we can talk about it together, so we can figure out.
Sounds good.
So basically 1 month from today. Give the commission good news,
We meet on
and let's see how the meeting turns out. We'll have a flexibility we have, with anything else, some of on our side. I did want of this, any of these sorts of projects is made and work for this. And so I did want to say thanks, we're meeting all of our deadlines for that. And on your part too.
Matt, do you have an update on phase?
98%. We've got an exhibit in regards to the fencing.
And we have but just so that everybody in the room can see.
So this is more informative. Asked for to put in a trail.
Frisbee.
We want to push back a little bit on it. We'd like to look at something obviously a little bit more decorative. If a fence needs to be placed on theirs that is 8 foot tall and looks like a perimeter fence to keep people out, we believe that not for someone else to maintain. So fence similar to something visual, put it on your head, check out the curved rocks or something. Babcock Road, where the north comes in and the south, there are about 100 feet sort of gate put in there to keep people from walking across and getting on the trail. And we think that for the public to cross over at their own peril. This exhibit is just wanted to get your
And most importantly, it also develop even more than decorative stoppage of able to cross.
We want that this will property, right?
That's
How nice of them.
cannot
to-
be on theirs, is what it says.
Yeah, it can't, they're volunteering.
Our proposal back, it seems very logical and reasonable. The other thing that they don't account for is the fact that grass is their corridor anyways, it acts as a, so that's another reason for how we parsed out like where to put some fence.
And some sort of telling people to please stay on the trail.
Right.
Correct.
The last thing I have is just our folks out at going out to bid October/December, but we are looking at trying to get this awarded in December and getting a notary while the Indiana bat clearing and be full swamp for.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate the info from you both. Do you have any questions, anything else to add? No, Jack, you're good over there? All right. I lost my spot. I was going to come and I don't know at the end. So as far as comments that I, still with the colleagues as far as a fence with them, about doing something about it.
It does have some idea.
I think so. And then I do not have an update, a start date.
Spoken to the foreman has come out, I give Brandon an exact date yet as of yet, when that's going to be done with other details, again, it's a discussion, so.
Okay, thanks for.
A pad, I don't know if it's complete or not, there was a.
That's all part of that project.
That's all part of that?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
yes, it's all with the same
Okay.
contract. So as soon as I get more information from Brandon, I will send that out
Okay.
to the group. Invoices. That's not this one. Mine has the real sticky, you're not the originals, okay, sorry. So this is, so for the POs and invoices, we have the, NS invoice, and this PO number 3358. And correct, this is just time to make a payment. The payments are for the NS. On here, invoice number 94203, invoice number 942104118. So we just needed approval to pay. It is in the amount of $23,295.
Present contract value for Norfolk, I think around, so.
So for $9420347.23. And invoice number 942104119 is in the amount of $1,977.70.
Date, we have paid, those has been paid, was approved and paid a few months ago. These are two that bring us,
This is the full amount, and these two to approve the two invoices.
I'll make a motion to pay the Norfolk Southern.
Commissioner Tevlin,
Yes.
Commissioner McGraw,
Yes.
For the
But when I came out of there. Okay. Alright. We are good on that. As far as the next section, does anybody have anything that they want to talk about on the discussion for next commission meeting after this? Any updates on anything, everything, so let's table. All right. The same thing for Safe Streets for All. We don't have anything to move on, or anything to add. I know Tina spoke with the next steps are to update, so we're all up to date. Everything is good. Anything to add on Safe Streets?
As chairman of Safe Streets for All, I know this part of the grant is going for the trails and extend. How do I find out, or I've talked to Ting. We sent out those, and we came up with a proposed plan. That hasn't been discussed yet. I know and I know I tied together to understand.
Yeah, so the SAFE's also approved by the Federal Highway Administration. So from that plan, they plan to create the plan and identified what was the plan that could have a portion of that's additional planning, the south end of the Cortland's Landing subdivision and to the market will help us understand how users and residents can safely Marquette Greenway. That's safely. We got to get 9 and 20. So that route analysis. The second, and let me say that there are some of the accident data that was in the report substantiates that we need to further examine how to do barriers, and part of the application allowed for a construction or cut trail connector to get Cortland's Landing, something the Redevelopment Commission has talked about as a priority, plus an opportunity to serve. So we looked at the design engineer tracks, the CN line, the scope.
Okay, the other I'm trying to find out is I know Safe Streets on 149 to where that fell off at, where the application.
It's not all in the application, the redevelopment committee, but this is the work of the committee going plan and find funding for, because there are other opportunities that grow. What you're pointing out is there's a little bit of gap. It's going to help the state take the plan and do something more with it and manage that plan going forward. How do we, their priorities and paths are.
Come up with safe streets for each of the passes, what's and signage, that seems to have disappeared, and I guess that's a conversation we need to have.
It was not, it's not off track. This is
that project when we told Tina to move forward.
I remember the other portion of Safe Streets
When
that the committee.
When Tina brought it to the table, Jack, there already was the two projects that.
Okay, I'll leave it at that, but
on how we continue to address the needs that are identified in
no, I understand that Streets for All committee was, decided this is the way we're going. I didn't know who, I guess, RDC.
they're the funding. How do we continue RDC and the town for
Thank
that implementation? Those are great questions.
Alright, advisory services, Baker Tilly, and ask them if they would help us to review the RDC's financials, going over the TIFs, the abatements, and just giving us a great look and letting us know what the impact of SB1 is going in your packet. So we just to move forward, planning correctly, for the next couple of years. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about the contract language of the contract?
You're satisfied,
It's their standard.
Standard.
We've
you've signed that before.
Yes, in the past. Any discussion? If I start digging through, thank you. Roll call please.
Same.
Commissioner McCart?
Approval of the claims register.
Second.
Discussion?
Commissioner McCart?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I second that.
Discussion?
Commissioner McGraw?
Yes.
Commissioner Enslin?
Yes.
Good.
Collins Street. I was just looking to hire the landscaper to, you know, fix the drainage issue. So will they be working with,
Yes,
okay, their plan?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Anybody have anything else?
The booklet that's gonna be put together,
What, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first one.
there's the claims, there was a book.
The binder.
All the
Created,
grant,
it is
the grant
there.
paperwork,
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah, that's on it. To the Marquette Greenway and all the paperwork and all the projects that's in the, organization.
I'm having her 6th through the 8th, so I may or may not be. It's okay, Bill. It's a little blessed. I'm so giddy.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.